Thank you. Thank you. We're fighting. We're going to fight like you never saw before.
You believe in the First Amendment? What's wrong with you?
That's right, get him! Fucking get him!
Get off, baby!
Get the flag! Get the flag! Get the flag! Good game, bitches, good game!
Do today. We have constructed a mini election, but Harry Hersey, as you have served as a technical advisor of how to do this, we're going to ask you to remain outside. After you, let me introduce you to my election staff. To ensure that we have not prepared some sort of a device that has been pre-rigged, pick the number and then we'll grab that unit and that will be the device that we will count the ballots on.
I just feel like this is the one.
Okay, and the winner is unit 15191. 5191. What we have here is a programmed optical scan ballot. There is only one question on this ballot. Can the votes on the Diebold system be hacked using the memory card?
I have only touched the memory card, not the other parts of the Diebold election system, which is going to be used today. Only the memory card.
I can certainly speak for myself and Harry, and that we're going to vote yes.
All right, then let's have the rest of us vote no. Two individuals, Hugh and Harry, will be voting yes. The rest of us will be voting no. And then we'll scrutinize the ballots afterwards to ensure that that is indeed the mark.
I will say that I'm wrong and Diebold is right, and I'm going to say no, they cannot be hacked.
It's impossible. So I'd vote no.
I'm going to film myself voting. Excuse me.
I'm going to mark this ballot no. Dr. Thompson?
I am going to mark this ballot yes. I've seen some pretty concerning things.
Well, it's down to you. You're the last voter, Harry.
All right. I think it could be. So I vote for yes.
You will be the second yes.
All right. Here is the memory card I have touched.
Okay. Now, this is the only piece of Diebold equipment that you've used.
That's correct.
Well, thank you. Let me take your ballot in. This card will go into this slot. The next activity that the election worker does on the morning of the election is turn the machine on, making it live to receive votes. When you do that, this machine will produce what is called a zero total tape. The machine is going through a self-test analysis, and then it'll spontaneously turn on. This is Harry's card that is telling us that there are 0 votes stored in the memory. Okay, let me get the ballots. Let's insert a yes ballot. We're going to put in another no. 7. And the last no ballot, 8. Placing the ender card in this device and telling it to turn off its counting function and do its reporting function will now cause the voting machine to print out a tape reading the number of votes that it had just read. Oh my.
Oh no! What is it? 7 yes, 1 no.
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh. Let me see.
Here's the tape.
7 people said it could be hacked.
And we put through 6 and 2.
6 no's
and 2
2
yes.
yeses.
Oh my gosh, do you know what this means?
How do we know that Hari didn't just change the report and the votes themselves on the memory card are still correct? If that was the case, when they go into GEMS, the results would be different, isn't that right?
I mean, the only way to know that is to read them into GEMS and to check the vote totals.
See what GEMS says. So should we do that?
I think we should, because I want to confirm.
These people support the president. Look at all of this, man. The Democrats are in so much trouble. The Democrats are in so much trouble this November. They don't even realize. All you never Trumpers, all you haters out there, y'all don't stand a chance. You're outnumbered. You are the minority. We're the majority. We are the super majority. You already found that out in 2016. I don't know what y'all ain't learned yet. I don't know what y'all haven't learned yet. But look at this. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. Look at all those people. Look at all those people. That is just a preview of what you are going to see this November. Trump 2020. It will be a landslide. I don't give a shit what they say. It will be a landslide. We are going to blow the Democrats out the freaking water. Peace.
How much of what we're believing do you think is the truth? And how much of what we're believing do you think has been put in there by people that want us to believe things differently?
I think there's, like you said, the Bible has been edited. A lot of books have been removed. I think that I grew up as an evangelical Christian. I think there's a lot of great things about Christian values. In this particular mission situation, the idea here is kind of to unite everyone of all walks of life. So whether you're a devout Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Jew, whether you're a spiritual person, whether you're an atheist, we really want everybody on board and moving with us. And kind of the idea of this is to discuss what quantum physics is and discuss how we are all come from the same thing originally. Absolutely. And however that particular big picture concept happens to, fit into your belief system, we just want everybody to know that, right? And be able to make up their own mind. So I'm not going to be pushing any one religion or any one, I guess, way of doing things. I'm very much a live your own life Republican. That's what hashtag LYOL Republican. Live your own life. And let other people live theirs. And, if you want to persuade someone to come to your side, show them the facts and kind of make your case. But we're not coercing anybody here. And that's a big part of this. So I know a lot of people are frustrated. They feel like that's kind of a cop-out for me to dodge the religion question. But just at this point in time, I feel like that's just a distraction. It's not that I'm scared to speak about it. It's just that we're trying to stay, we have 80 days-ish till the election. And we got to stay hyper focused on a specific set of things. So I just am trying to keep everybody on board, bring everybody into our big tent so we can move forward, get some of these awesome changes, and do the America thing, right? Which is live your own life.
I like it. All right. Interesting one about John McCain. Who replaced him as commander?
Which one? So John McCain's, the most recent John McCain.
Yes.
His grandfather is admiral in the Navy, and then his dad was the original command, and then he was the second one.
Okay.
And we're in the process of seeding a new one, myself, for into the future. But that'll finish up after the election. It's one of those things I got to earn it. I got to convince all of you guys that's a good idea.
Okay, now I know that you have a quantum operating system. It's extremely important that it's kept very, very, very cold to operate. Now, just a while back, I was reading some things, and I was actually listening to one of your videos while I was driving, and it kind of sparked something in my mind. So I started reading some things about Antarctica. I know that that's another like big topic of conversation for people. And I found these interesting articles about these random mysterious particles that were rising from the ice, and nobody knew what they were. So I'd saved a bunch of those links, thought everything was super fascinating, and kind of went along with maybe what I believed was going on. And then about a week and a half later, Space Force posted something about the cold conditions of Antarctica in cubits. And I retweeted and said, oh, this is very interesting. This is exactly what I was talking about. So I'd forgotten about that I'd retweeted that post. And the next day, one of my followers commented on it. So I went to get them the links, and 24 hours prior, right after Space Force posted that, they did a complete sweep of Google, and all of those links that I had found about all of that information was gone. And in the last 24 hours, about 15 articles had been placed saying that they were just these methane leaks and it's nothing for anybody to worry about or be concerned about or be interested in. So where do you stand with the entire Antarctica quantum?
I stand that Antarctica is a fascinating place for many reasons. One of which, just if you look up at the sky, it goes like this. Instead of the stars going across the sky, they just spin in place. Mm-hmm. And the other thing, obviously, it's been under ice for a long time. So as the continents have drifted, that's preserved a lot of very interesting geological and archaeological and paleontological, forgive me if that's not the right word, but a lot of awesome scientific stuff, as well as it's at the bottom of the Earth's magnetic field. So I can't get into the exact specifics right now, but there's a lot of interesting things that happen in Antarctica that don't happen elsewhere. That will be studying and making public in the near future.
Okay, they're all different. You can see that. I can't see them. I don't know what card is what. I'm going to pick a card. I'm going to call it out, and then I'm going to just find it. Okay? 4 of hearts. 6 of hearts. It's very close. I'm going to try it 2 more times. 4 of hearts. 6 of diamonds. 1 more time. 4 of hearts. All right. Try to figure something out. That's not working.
Thank you. We can't let what happened 3 weeks ago, we can't let it happen. It's beyond me. We can't let it happen. And somewhere there's going to be a champion, you're champion. Somewhere there's going to be a champion that's going to do what's right, because this has been going on for a long time, but never like it's happened recently. And you know, they've used the pandemic and the phony fake ballots, the mail-in ballots, they use that to sabotage a country. We're not going to let it happen. As you know, a major issue in this state is voter fraud. It's been a big issue for a long time, but never like this. We sent out tens of thousands, millions and millions of ballots. Nobody knew where they came from, where they are. People were getting 2, 3, 4 ballots. They were signing them and sending them in. What a mess. And I said it a year ago, and I said it every month. And I even said, let's postpone the election. And they said, oh, he's not an American. You know, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. We're all deeply disturbed and upset by the lying, cheating, robbing, stealing that's gone on with our elections. We know the Democrats will have dead people voting, and you got to watch it. Dead people, you wouldn't believe how many illegal aliens from out of the state, and they'll be filing out and filling out, put up names. They have people signing their own name over and over. They have people signing names with the same pen, with the same signature. They don't even change, because they know once they get it in, it'll never be looked at. It'll never be looked at again because of people like your Secretary of State and your governor. So we want signature verification, but the answer, and we're going to be very careful. We're going to watch every ballot, David and Kelly. We can't let this happen again. And again, we have more light shining here because of what happened and because of the fact it's pinpointed. The answer to the Democrat fraud is not to stay at home. That's what Nancy Pelosi and Schumer, that's what they want you to do. Stay at home. Just stay at home. If you want to do something to them, I don't want to use the word revenge, but it is a certain revenge. To the Democrats, you show up and vote in record numbers. That's what you have to do. They can only win if they cheat. They can't win this state unless they cheat. And they cheat better than anybody. You know, when you think of it, the Republicans are much nicer. They're not nearly as vicious. Maybe a few of us. Republicans are too nice, he said. You're right. That's a very good, thank you very much. I like that. But they're too nice. They don't go after these criminals. They got to go after them. We're talking to people, go after them. They don't go after them. They're afraid they'll hurt their reputation when they get out. I don't know. They don't go after them. But we're watching this so closely. We have everybody watching. You got to get out and vote. Let them steal Georgia again. You'll never be able to look yourself in the mirror. We have to hold the line. And you have two of the greatest people on earth. We have to hold the line. Make sure that you and everyone else know that you have to register to vote before this Monday, December 7th. Is that right? Monday, December 7th. You have to register to vote. Of course, you'll probably be allowed to if you're a Democrat. You know, they don't have any time limits. Did you see where Stacey is allowed to harvest, but other people can't harvest? How is that constitutional? How is that constitutional? Has anybody looked at that? Go to georgia.gov and register immediately, then request your absentee ballot before December 31st. Don't delay. Watch it closely. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. And return your ballot the same day you get it. So they can't say, gee, it didn't come in on time. You know what they did in one of the states? Ballots were coming in late. Very, very late. So they backdated the ballots. We have all the information. We have so much evidence. And then you go to a court. Oh, they don't have enough evidence. We have hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of affidavits. And they say, he doesn't have the evidence. We have so much evidence. We don't know what to do with it. I'm saying, do we put all of this into a filing? It's like with wheelbarrows. If you aren't planning to vote by mail, vote early in person or vote on election day, whatever you do, I need each of you, every one of you, your friends, your family to go and vote. And after we win, we need to pass landmark election reform, including voter ID. Is that so bad? Residency verification. Like, we live in the country, we live in the state.
Barack Obama, when Donald Trump came in as president, said that there were two people that Trump should worry about, Kim Jong-un and General Michael Flynn. How did you get into that distinguished group? And now that you're a free man, why not blow the lid off all of them and tell us what you knew that they didn't want us to know?
I must have put the fear of God into Barack Obama, and probably still do, because of this long 4-year-long saga that they put me, my family through, President Donald J. Trump and his family, and frankly the entire country, Janine. So, yeah, I mean, I wish somebody would pin him down and ask him what that question is. One of these days I'll lay it out, but pretty amazing for the transition of the United States of America from one president to another. That was the 2 points that President Obama wanted to share with President-elect at the time, Donald J. Trump. Amazing.